Great market, Clark. Great organization.
Well, great history, too, and not to mention the championship trophies that are part of the Laker history and tradition, and it's easy to sell that because at the end of the day, Kevin, these guys are making a lot of money. They love playing the game, but they want to win. They want to be in a winning environment, in a winning culture, and nobody's done it much better in all the sports than the Los Angeles Lakers.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Rondo, Allen, and Pierce are the perimeter. Garnett and Perkins in the middle. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. It's one of the smartest offensive teams in the league that they're facing today, so he wants his guys to play just as smart defensively. We've got to be ready for anything, he said, because there are just so many ways they can beat you.
Thanks, Doris. We'll see what more they can do against these shooters.
Well, I think it comes down to two things, trusting the overall defensive strategy and trusting each other.
Here's Fisher. And bringing up the Lakers, you have to mention the history of the franchise. As you go in the Staples Center, you look up in the rafters, you see the championship banners, you see the great names that have worn the Laker colors, the Laker uniform over the years. I mean, it really does. It's stunning.
It is stunning, and it also inspires you. And I think it raises you to a level to where you don't want to let that tradition or history down.
That's a great point. And, you know, people think that these young players perhaps don't have an appreciation for the past. I think that might fool some people. I think people might be surprised at how much they truly know about some of the great players that have been in this same uniform before them.
Yeah, exactly. And with the teams like the Lakers or even the Celtics, it's made apparent. Even if these young guys don't know, if they become part of that history, they learn quickly what's gone before them.
Kevin Garnett, the big-ticket KG. Clark, where do you start on his list of accomplishments?
Well, I think knowing how competitive he is, Kevin, I'm sure if you ask him, he'd start with the championship. He's a surefire Hall of Famer, 04 MVP, 13-time NBA All-Star, first ballot Hall of Famer.
What a heart, huh?
Yep.
It's Kevin Garnett with the finish. A replay here, the Sprite Slam Cam showing us how it's done.
Nice bucket there. He isn't naturally quick, but he's deceptive. He kept the defense off balance and then took it to the rack.
Here's Fisher. Deflects the pass. And Clark, you mentioned KG's fire, his competitive drive. Coming to the NBA so long and playing for so well over so many years. How good do you think it feels for him to add that title, NBA champion, to his resume?
Well, beyond words, probably, Kevin. I mean, that's the ultimate for anybody playing a team sport, and he's been one of the best, a leader, a winner, and a champion.
Kobe.
And already, that's 4 turnovers. Trailing here in the first, they need to be more aware of what the defense is trying to do and then attack it that way.
Here's Fisher. It's a 6-point game. Artest against Pierce. Unloads from 9. And again, the Lakers no good. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Allen, that falls in on the layup coming off the feed. Allen's got his second basket of the game. Now Kobe. Defended by Allen. Find him up top. The 3. Rebound by Ray Allen. Celtics leading by 8. A potent offense right now. Fisher against Rondo. Garnett outside. Picked up by Kobe. 5 to shoot. Over Gasol. And Garnett misses.
So far in this quarter, he's having a hard time getting it done.
Shoots from 12. And it's Artest missing. The Celtics on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. The open shot by Pierce. Sinks the open shot. Pierce has got his second basket of the night.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor, so the early lead is no surprise.
Fisher against Rondo. Pierce against Artest. Fisher with the ball. Here's Bynum. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's internal. And some changes here for the Lakers. Odom comes in for Andrew Bynum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher. Then for the Celtics, O'Neal's checked in. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Allen outside. It's Pierce on the wing. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target. Got a great jump on the ball there, Kevin.
Tipped. Here are the Celtics with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Gasol with it. Here's Kobe. And here we go with Rajon Rondo. It's a 10-point game. Jacks up the triple. Allen's shot is off. And it's the Lakers ball, trailing by 10. Here's Odom. Connects from in close. Odom's got his first basket of the night. Here's Rondo, and here's Boston. They're on a 14-4 run right now. It's Pierce on the wing, covered by Artest. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Assist goes to
O'Neal's got his first points in this one. So it's the Lakers now. It's a 10-point game. Kobe against Allen. Odom kicks to Blake.
They haven't adjusted to the defensive intensity they're facing, and it's resulted in far too many turnovers here. I mean, just in this quarter alone, they've been throwing it all over the gym.
KG, that's good. Here's Blake. About 5.5 minutes left in the first. Kobe against Allen. O'Neal against Gasol. He's picked up by O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Here's Odom, and that's good off the screen. Odom's got his second bucket of the night. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
All right, attention centers. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on and give it up for your Laker girls.
All right, that was your Laker girls. Make some noise, fans.
Here's Rondo. The Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. Allen outside. Over Odom. Allen's shot is off. Here's Blake. Gasol, a screen on run. Here's Artest. Good. And the assist goes to Blake. Artest's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Fans of the Celtics, they've built such a rapport with their franchise. Each generation, it seems, to grow, and Boston now is a veteran team. You know, frankly, though, one of the older teams in the NBA.
Absolutely, Kevin, and there were a lot of questions about if their window might be passed or closing. I think the way they played in May answered all of those questions, though. They still are a championship caliber team and can turn it on when they need to. You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Here's Garnett. Hits back rim and gets a nice bounce.
Ray Allen.
Garnett's got his third basket of the night right there. You mentioned turning it on. You wonder, though, if they're going to try to turn it on at some point and it won't happen.
Well, you know what? Maybe at some point that will be the case, but until that is the case, you've got to consider them as a title contender each year, especially if they're healthy.
Odom's shot, good.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfect.
Rondo kicks to O'Neal. Outside Rondo. Baseline jumper. The shot is off. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Here's Artest. And off the glass as he lays that one up and in.